So today we are going to make an Astable Multivibrator using this IC. The IC is called IC 555. In the IC there is a notch at the left end, and below the notch comes the first terminal. This is the first leg of IC. Then this comes second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. It goes anti-clockwise. For 555 IC there are 8 legs, and we are going to put this in the breadboard. Now we will connect legs 4 and 8 with a jumper wire. This is the first connection. Then we will take a 10 kilo ohm resistor and we will connect between 8 and 7. This is the first 10 kilo ohm resistor. Then you will take another 10 kilo ohm resistor and we will connect between 7 and 6. So these are the two resistors that we use for the time being, and afterwards we will use a 10 kilo ohm variable resistor in place of this first resistor R1. Now we need to make a connection between terminal 6 and terminal 2 using a jumper wire. So we have made a connection between terminal 6 and terminal 2, leg 6 and leg 2. Now we are going to use a capacitor. At first we will be using a 33 microfarad capacitor. For this 33 microfarad capacitor, the longer leg is the positive terminal, the positive electrode, and the shorter terminal, the shorter leg is the negative electrode. You can see that there is a strip of negative symbol running along the length of the capacitor, and the leg corresponding is the negative electrode of the capacitor. So what we do is we will take this 33 microfarad capacitor and place it on leg 6 of the IC, and you will connect the negative terminal of the capacitor to a common rail which runs lengthwise, which will be used as a negative terminal of the battery that we are going to connect. So this line will be the negative terminal of the battery. So we have connected the negative leg of the capacitor to the negative rail and the positive leg of the capacitor to pin number 6. Now we will take another capacitor, a small capacitor which is 0.01 microfarad, and we will take this capacitor and connect between leg 5 of the IC and to the negative pin of the battery. So the small capacitor is also connected between the negative rail and the 5th leg of the IC. We need to verify the output of this Astable multivibrator. For that purpose, we will have an LED and we will use a 180 ohm resistor. But before that, we shall use this jumper wire to connect terminal 1, leg 1 of IC to the ground. So we have connected terminal 1 of IC to the ground. Afterwards, we will take a 180 ohm resistor and take the output from IC. The output from IC is taken from leg 3 of IC. This line corresponds to leg 3 of IC, and we will take it out, place it here, and from that point we will connect the anode of the LED. Anode of the LED is the lengthy leg of the LED. Anode of the LED, and the cathode of the LED is connected to the ground. anode of the LED is given to the resistor, and we already know that pin 1 of IC is connected to ground. So we'll make sure that the cathode is placed with leg 1 of IC. So the connection is from the output terminal of IC, that is from pin 3, we have connected a 180 ohm resistor, and from the resistor starts the anode of the LED, and the cathode of the LED is connected to pin 1 of IC, which is connected to ground. So our connection is complete. Now what remains is we need to give the power supply, and the power supply that we are going to use is a 9-volt battery. The positive of the battery is given to terminal 4. We know that terminal 4 and terminal 8 are shorted, and the negative terminal of the battery will be connected to the ground. Now the LED starts blinking, and this is the Astable Multivibrator operation. This, what you are seeing, is the Astable Multivibration operation of the circuit. Now if you want to change the blinking time, we can replace the first resistor R1, the 10 kilo ohm resistor, with a variable resistor. We are going to replace the 10 kilo ohm resistor with this variable resistor. So I am taking out the first resistor. Now the blinking has stopped. One terminal of it is connected to pin number 7. The other terminal is connected to pin number 8. Now the blinking has again started. Now watch the timing of on and off. Now what I am going to do is I am going to vary the resistance so that the blinking time has decreased. Now the LED is blinking faster. I want to make it slower. What I do is I will be increasing the resistance. When the resistance is being increased, now the blinking has become a bit more slower. Now this is the operation of Astable Multivibrator.